YouTube? Welcome back to another new card segment where, unfortunately, we don't have any replays. Because I believe that this is pretty much just going to be pack filler, but listen, in the context of, wow, this could be a really cool draft card, I'm sure these will be great. However, let's see if I'm wrong. Here we've got a Dark Tyranno, level 7 Earth Dinosaur. At 26-18, you can use the first and third effect once per turn. During your main, if a spell or effect was activated this turn, special this from your hand. That's pretty cool. Free special summon of a 26 body. Sounds great for drafting, doesn't it? Can attack directly if the only monster your opponent controls are in defense. Seems to be the strange dinosaur gimmick, I feel. There's a lot of boss monster dinosaurs in Yu-Gi-Oh! Do piercing or like do attacks based off of positions. And if this is sent to the grave, you can add a level 8 or higher dino from deck to your hand. And if your opponent controls a monster, you can special that monster from your hand. Cool card. It's really cool. It's extremely fair and basic, but it's a neat card. Now, if only they were to design sets in a way that allowed you to find a use for this. Maybe there's like another format that we could have played that would be able to utilize pack fillers like this. But instead, you know, we're playing Cool Toon 2.0. Anyway. The Hanged Man. Well, that's a little disturbing, isn't it? A little disturbing. The Hanged Man. A level 6 light fairy, 22-22. You can only use the first effect once per turn. When a card effect is activated, quick effect, reveal this in your hand, and then special an Arcana force from your hand defense. When a card or effect is activated, quick effect, reveal this in your... Is this a trigger, or is this... I guess not. It's a quick effect... Yeah, it's a quick effect. Sorry, hold on. I'm scratching my head here. Arcana Force? Got a Havness and a Azuna? Before literally everyone else? There's a Holy Suit for Arcana Force? Before every other good archetype? A bad one? This isn't a bad one. This is extremely good. Now, it's bad in the sense that it summons Arcana Forces. But it's good for Arcana Force. If this is summoned, toss a coin and this card gains the appropriate effect. Destroy a monster, and if you do take damage, you go to its original attack. Or tails destroy a monster your opponent controls if you do inflict damage to them. Okay, so it's Holy Sue. If it was a coin flip and lost you the game. Jesus Christ, what? Arcana Force is so ass, man. Like, I just can't get over how funny it is that Arcana Force of all decks is getting an Azuna, and we can't even get one BA card, you know? One Birdie Abyss card, they give us Arcana Force Azuna, man. That's insane. Summons a Wardo to your opponent's field. How does that work if you summon it on your opponent's turn? The World Arcana Force. You were hypothetically, like, flip 2 coins and got them both right. How would that even work? Summon, toss coin. Heads during your end phase. Send 2 monster control to the grave. Skip your... Oh, so it just kind of sits there doing nothing. And okay. I mean, you'd get an extra turn, theoretically, but, you know. It's, you have to open a 2-card combo and win 2 coin flips. Which, if you think about it, really is the same as, like, you know, Havness hitting a Kick Coloss summon into, what's it called? What's the other one? I forgot her name. The Solemn Warning. Why can't I think of it? Rukalos. That's the one. So yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say about this. This deck is not going to be meta, okay? But it's funny. 2 coin tosses and win 2 coins. Is this Pokemon? Yep. Candelado, the Light Phantom Beast. Is this like a... That's just Slifer, right? Made like as an oil painting. Candeletto, the Phantom Beast of Light, level 12, 0/0. Can only use effect 1 and 3 once per turn. Discard 2 cards. Cost. Special this from your hand, and then you can add a card from your deck to your hand that has a coin toss. Oh, hey, oh, look at that. You can add Azuna. Nice. Arcana Force players go going crazy over this shit. It gains 1,000 attack and defense for each card in your hand. Okay, but in order to summon it, you had to discard 2, so... What, you went down from 5 cards to 2 cards in hand now because he's on the field, so he's got 2,000 attack? Yeah, I mean, that's almost as big as a Dark Magician. When a card effect is activated that includes an effect that adds a card from the deck to the hand, quick effect negate. Okay, fucking randomly made it an Ash Blossom. It's worse though, really, if you think about it, because it's Purge. Yeah, that's the one. It's Purge. That's actually good. Yeah, it's good if you're willing to go like -2. Like, I'm sorry, this card sucks. It's funny, but like decks that can run Purge sometimes don't even run Purge, right? Just as context. This is Purge for -2. Okay, sorry. I can't get over how bad some cards they make are, you know? It's -1. Oh, then add? What if you get ashed? Plasma. Plasma Warrior Itom. Level 8 Light Thunder. This card's always treated as a Magna Warrior card. Okay, this could be broken. Must be special from your hand to grave by tributing a level 7 or higher monster. Once per turn, send a Magna Warrior from deck to the grave, except itself. After this rest of the turn, this card gain original type becomes 15. It can attack directly. I don't know this. No, the summoning condition's too bad. Like, it needs to very specifically tribute like a boss monster or the circular. At which point, like, you're already playing the game. I don't know if it not being rock is actually relevant, because you're always gonna search block drag with granite anyway. It has no purpose. Yeah. Like, it isn't a terrible card if you get it going, but it just, I don't know what you're really doing with it. Like, how are you going to consistently make use of this? The White Knight Lord. Level 7 Warrior. You can only use this card's name once per turn. You can banish 3 monsters from your grave, special this from your hand, and then apply one of these effects. Special White Knights or White Knight from your hand or deck. Or add a White Veil. Jesus. When attack is declared involving this and an opponent's monster, change that opponent's monster to 0. If it is destroyed, inflict 1,000. Yeah, this is very good Malice support, actually. This is White Binder. Welcome back. She's a he now. And she bind in the white by banishing 3. Very good. Who is White Knight? White Knights and White Knight. Who are they? White Knight and White Knights. Who are these cards? Huh? White Knight. Oh, there's a lot of them. There's a whole bunch of them. Can't just ask who's white? Oh, yes I can. Yes I can, sir. Yes I can. Well, assuming that those cards are... what's the word? Good targets, this might be fine, but I don't know, banishing 3 seems heavy, and I doubt that they trigger when banished. Alright, let's move on. Invincible Demise Lord. You can only use this card's name first, second effect once per turn. During the end phase, if a monster was destroyed by battle this turn, you can special this card from your hand. And if Invincible Demise Lord was destroyed by battle this turn, this card's original type becomes 3,000. Reveal this card in your hand, including Slash Draw, equals the number of cards your opponent controls +1, and place those revealed on the top of the deck in any order. Well, I'm sure someone will make use of this, but Slash Draw? Okay. We're getting Slash Draw support. Did anyone ask for that? Maybe. Elemental Hero Clay Guardman. Balls. Look, they retrained balls. Level 4 Earth Warrior. An Elemental Hero and a Warrior. You can only use this first effect once per turn. If this card is specialed, special an Elemental Hero from your deck. Wait, that's pretty good. And if your opponent controls a card, you can deflect 400 to them for each. Also, you cannot special the extra for the rest of the turn except heroes. Other heroes you control can from battle or card effects. It would be very funny if it said other heroes can be tributed by card effects. They might have had the first ever nib protection. This was Metamorphosis target in the anime, and meta is unbanned in the OCG. So you meta this. You meta any level 4 monster. Wait, that's kind of insane for hero, right? You could just play Metamorphosis now as like a staple. Like, you get, like, negated on, like, Vion or some shit. You just go, boop, Metamorphosis, effect, special this guy, special from the deck, you know? Instant fusion as well. I don't know what their ratio is, though. Do they have instant fusion? I think it's banned in Macedo, right? They might still have instant fusion. I don't think they have instant fusion in the OCG, actually. They have one? Do they have one instant fusion? It's low-key pretty good, actually. This actually might be some of the strongest hero support in a while. Is that an exaggeration? I don't know, dude. I feel like an E-Telly target generic hero fusion is kind of nuts. Seems good. Alright, Doll Hammer. Holy crap, is that a Chucky reference in the big 2026? That's crazy. Alright. Been a while since I saw that movie. You can only use this card's first and second effect once per turn each. Target a monster you control, destroy it, and if you do draw 2 cards, then you can change the battle position of one opponent's monster. Yo! Did we just get Pot of Greed for Pop the Baby? Jeez, dude. This is literally just a straight up extender, depending on the deck, right? Like, you go like, I don't know. What's that idiot that summons from the hand in Unchained? Aruha? Special Aruha, pop a guy. Special summon, effect, get ashed on your trap you popped. Okay, activate Chuck E. Cheese here. Pop the Aruha, draw 2. Special Sarama. Pretty fucking nice. If a monster is special from your grave while this is in your grave, you can add this to your hand. Dude, this just says Unchained or Fire King all over it. So you get to Pot of Greed, pop a guy, draw 2. And then when you summon a guy from your graveyard, like, you know, Shayama or Kirin or Garunix, you just add it back? That's kind of crazy. Now, I will say that the biggest downside to this is that it's not a starter in any shape or form. You have to control a monster. Which, you know, sounds easy enough. But it doesn't really do anything by itself. So you have to control a monster. It has to stick. You have to destroy it. You have to successfully destroy it. So if it's removed in response to this card, it doesn't draw either. So, you know, there's a couple of conditions need to happen for this to be good. So I don't... It's just kind of awkward because it just feels like, is there a world where you would play this over a hand trap? That's kind of like almost every question you ask yourself when you're deck building for like a meta deck with like a potential generic random support like this. It's like, is there a world I would play this over a hand trap? Yes or no? Now, is there a world I would play this as like in? Is there a world I would play it in that deck into the specific metagame that we have? You know, depending if there's a lot of removal or bouncing or destruction or etc. etc. So I don't know. I can see this being like maybe a 1 or 2 of. But it is a lot to ask for. Kind of crazy. I do like it, though. This is bad going second. It's not a starter. It's a bad extender. And it's a random unsearchable spell. It's the definition of win more. It's a very relaxed win more, though. So, like, win more cards typically are like... Imagine the anime, right? That's what win more cards are, right? You watch an anime of, you watch an episode of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel, and it's like, on a Thursday, if I'm wearing a black hat and it's the damage step and your mom's gay, I can draw 2 cards, right? Like, that's like win more in the anime, right? But this is pretty relaxed because you just have to control a monster. So if something gets ashed, if you just have a body floating, assuming you're playing a deck like Fire King or Unchained, you can pop, draw, special, right? I think it's pretty good. I can see it being played, but I wouldn't be shocked at all if it isn't played. Thrust is my favorite argument for this. Let me search this and not just talents to draw 2. Well, I mean, depending on the deck, this is better than talents draw 2, right? Like, if I'm popping Aruha and drawing 2, like, that's absolutely busted, right? Because in the context of, like, Unchained, if I was to, like, draw a card... I could draw 2 cards, and it's like, what do you even draw at Unchained to help you extend? It's literally just Aruha or Shervara hand effect, for example. And if you don't draw those, you're kind of stumped, right? Whereas if you just have a body, it doesn't matter what you draw. You're still like you're still e-tailing an Unchained from your deck and getting 2 cards to your hand. So, like, in the context of Unchained and depending on the deck, this is actually better than Tactics in that situation. But anyway, not to forget as well that this card recurs itself, but I think people are kind of overestimating this recursion effect. You really just, I don't... It's not bad, but you get to add it back to your hand, and then you have to meet all of that condition again on the next turn, assuming you haven't won or lost. So I don't know. Discard fodder? Discard fodder for what, bro? For what, bro? Raigeki break? Huh? Wind blast? Yesterday's gameplay today. Go play some fucking Genesis. Sorry, that was mean. Anyway, it's a cool card. Alright, next up. Quick Summon. Soku Shokan. Yo, is this like a Decade reference? Quick play spell card. You can only use this card's second effect once per turn. Immediately after this resolves, normal summon a monster. So they just like have power crept double summon, right? Just straight up, just anything else this card says is just extra, right? So they've just power crept double summon. 07. Pour one out for my boy. It had to happen. It's finally time. That guy's been around for over 25 years or something, but we now have a card that is just strictly better than double summon. Immediately after this effect resolves, normal or set a monster, and when you do so this way, if your opponent controls a monster, you can normal a level 5 or higher monster without tributing. Boom. Bro, they could have printed this 15 years ago, and it would have just been like, okay. During your main phase, if this card is in your grave, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish it and add a level 5 or higher from your deck or grave to your hand. That can be normal summon a sent, and immediately after resolve, tribute summon it. Question about the summon effect here. So if you're going second, you get to tribute a guy without tributing, essentially. Do Monarchs even trigger if you summon them without tributing? Like Erebus and stuff? Like, do they just say normal summon, or do they not specifically say tribute? If this card is tribute summoned. Okay, so if I summon an Erebus without tributing, it's not a tribute summon, correct? So that actually just doesn't work. Some of them probably do, though, right? Kuraz can be normal summoned. Bro, no one's playing Kuraz, okay? So you do have to actually tribute. Well, what else can you play this in, then? What deck wants to summon a big guy? Bird. I feel like Flu doesn't really seem to struggle with summoning guys. It's just the guys you summon just aren't good enough. Like, Eglin just isn't gonna do anything this day and age, I feel. A lot of outs to that. Anything better? Radiant, sort of. Done. Oh, wow, that's amazing, guys. Can we name a cool deck now? Clown Crew. Blitzkrieg. Cash Tira? Have you read a Cash Tira? Did you just say Cash Tira? Do you know what the gimmick of Cash Tira is? Alright, anyway, just having an extra normal summon quick effect is cool. I don't know if, like, the higher level actually matters. I think they could have done something with this to make it a little bit better. I don't know, a bonus effect that wasn't related to the level restriction. I mean, it just depends on the deck. The card being quick play is actually quite interesting for decks whose normal summon start is heavily counted by draw, as you can simply play in the draw phase now. Yeah, I guess technically going second, you can you can normal summon in the draw phase. All right. Next up, the Burst. DDD Burst. You can all activate one card with this name per turn. Target a face-up spell you control. Destroy it. If you do, draw one. Oh my god, guys, look, this is crazy, right? So I can go Chuck E. Cheese, target Aruha, destroy. Then I can target Chucky with D-Burst and draw another. It's not a quick play. Cringe. Pop a face-up spell, destroy it. If you do, draw one. If you control a Destiny Hero, special Destiny Hero from Handgrave or Banishment. If a monster equipped with an equip or a Destiny Hero Dogma attacks, at the end of the damage step, banish this from your grave, that monster can make a second attack. Yeah, this is just another one of those, like, anime cards, right? Right? If I'm wearing a yellow hat on a Friday and my dad bought me pizza, then I can For one jalapeno, do 500 damage. Okay, that's the cards. Let's read the comments. Gotta read the comments. Sorry, unfortunately, yugioh doesn't have comments anymore, so let's see what the people saying. My most illegal possession, Hamon, Lord of the Striking Thunder, illegal. Clay Guardman is real, and it's not bad. The one-card combos are pretty good. I like how Konami kept printing free level 7 bodies, yet still refuses to print a rank 7 endboard piece. Okay, do you want a rank 7 endboard piece? Clay Guardian is becoming the premier hero playmaker. After spending 2 decades of being bullied as one of the most useless anime cards in existence, must be an inside joke for Konami. Candiletto is amazing for Arcana Force, and it comes with a built-in anti-maxi Fuwa effect as a bonus. Hanged Man maybe as a one-off way to get to the world out of your hand whenever you drop, but that's it. I feel like you're missing the entire point of why Hanged Man is technically good, and it's an Azuna for the deck. Wait, what I just do? Doll's Hammer to... Okay, this guy's just giving his own analysis here. Slash Draw support, Smile. Did Konami just give generic Squib Draw that anyone can use and more advantage to any deck that has effect when destroyed? What a timing before reveal for Unchained support. Also, oh boy, hero combo sheet add more layer with Guardian on list. Lamau. Finally, Plasma Warrior Ectom. This is exactly what Magnet Warriors didn't need. Why are these all gas? What the fuck? Seriously, Jirak can now search UCT. Arcana Force has turn 0 plays and a coin searcher. Heroes get an easy fusion that summons from deck. I don't know how good the Magna Warrior is, but White Knight and Slash Draw support is not what I expected to see today. Yo, Dollhammer, Fire King, Unchained support. Let's go. Quick Summon seems like can goes into my Flu deck. Question. If we use Quick Summon Addition effect to summon without tribute, does Empen Floodgate active or not? That's the first thing you want to ask. The first thing you want to know. Why is everybody here seems to ignore Dollhammer? In the current state of the game, this is literally Pot of Greed that recycles itself from the graveyard. And I'm not even including here decks that benefits from their monsters being destroyed. Hard once per turn in annoying condition. Comparing it to Pog is crazy. It being a normal spell makes it not that good. I mean, bro, if that thing was a quick play, it would probably just like be staple in every deck. Are you kidding me? Like even without grave effects. A quick play Pot of Greed that popped, like, that'd be really nuts. I swear I have seen the art of Hanged Man somewhere before. Instant Noodle is now E-Telly. Neat. Why Hamon took the Winged Dragon of Ra real card description while Ra doesn't, and why it's illegal, I don't get it. Illegal. This is better than I thought. I had low expectations, but some of it are very good. Bro, no insect cards? Why that Dark Tyranno did not have claws ignoring summoning conditions so that I can special UCD? Is. Pop the baby, Candiletto useful. Giving the editor more work to do. We missed one card. Sorry. Okay, what do we have here? It's a new counter trap. It's incredible artwork, by the way. It's giving me some science vibes. Your opponent activates the effect of a monster they control that was not summoned this turn. Negate the activation, then banish face down all face on monsters they control that were not summoned this turn. Oh my god, that is... Dog, that is broken. When your opponent activates the effect of a monster they control that was not summoned this turn, negate the activation, then banish face down all face on monsters they control that were not summoned this turn. Guys, you're not seeing what this is for? It's slow. What are you saying? Dude, this is trap deck support. Like, I know there's not a lot of it out there, but like, it's for trap decks. You're going second with a trap deck, you just set 5. Your opponent activates a card effect like Baron, pop your back row. You chain, you banish their whole field. They can't respond because it's a counter trap. This is ridiculous. Like, are you kidding me? Like, do you know how hard it's been for literally years at this point for go second trap decks to just have something that's just better than Torrential Tribute going second, right? There's just, like, what's better than Torrential Tribute going second for trap decks? There just hasn't been anything, right? Daruma Cannon was made semi-recently. Daruma Cannon has been a staple in pretty much every trap deck, right? And even then, Daruma Cannon has kind of fallen behind. This is unbelievable. You are missing the important thing about this. Now, obviously, it's not going to be played in every deck. It's very, very much specifically designed for a certain type of deck, I'd say a going second trap, not going second specifically, but a trap deck. And a trap deck going second is going to struggle. You set this going second, you banish their whole field. Like, against a combo deck, they lose the game. Just play evenly? You can negate evenly. How do you negate this? You can only negate this with a counter trap. And last I checked, not a lot of archetypes can search specifically counter traps that are omni negates. Right? This is a very good card. This is an incredible... Like, for its purpose and what it's for, this is probably the best support you could ask for. Genuinely. Only good going second. Nice. The plan. Your opponent makes 999 disruptions turn 1, but has no counter trap. You, after watching unskippable 10-hour YouTube ads, set to pass. Your opponent tried to pop one of your set trap. Activate this, board wipe. They have to pass the remember to pop your cards on their turn. Activate the... Sorry, listen, I just... You know, it's been like this for a couple cards now. Does no one on Macedon Meta speak English? Everyone talks like this. It can set itself if opponents pop it. They have to use non-destruction negate or pop it 3 times to stop it. And they still have to deal with 4 other cards that you opened. You can set any trap, including this, if this card is destroyed. The set card, not once per turn. What if your opponent has red reboot? Yeah, then you lose the game. I don't know what is this logic and argument? So, sorry, the combo deck player is playing a combo deck, maining red reboot, and then... Yeah, if you play a trap deck, you will lose to red reboot. Like, yeah, decks lose to decks. Cards lose to cards. You know, like, literally, sometimes you people, when it comes to analyzing cards, you might as well just ask something like, Farfa, but what if my opponent has a 9mm handgun and then fires it into my skull in the middle of the game? Don't I lose? Yeah, I guess you do. I don't know what to say to that. Like, yeah, some decks have weaknesses. A trap deck will lose to reboot. Guys, shocking. I know. Combo deck lose to Fuwa loss. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, cards lose to cards, man. It wouldn't be a very good fucking game if a card just had no weakness. Sorry. This is funny counter trap, to be honest, because it's testing habits of players like opponent going first and making a bunch of end boards with crazy stuff, and then you just set only this card. Imagine the opponent thinking the trap is dangerous, so you destroy it, only fallen of that counter trap, and make a grave mistake by not destroying it with the monster effect failed. Your monster gets nuked and banished face down, and silly yet can effective bait player, just like habit of most players, always use Baron effect to pop a opponent card and then get countered so hard. You summon Baron before going to battle phase, pop this, it can't activate in response. They're just not getting it. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Read the second effect. Wait, there's another I didn't even read the second effect! There's another effect! If this set card is only controlled, destroyed by an opponent's card effect, set a trap from your deck. Okay, so... Positives is that it replaces itself. If your opponent gets rid of it. Negatives, also positives, it's any type of trap, so you can set a counter trap as well. Negatives, you can't use it. That's the problem. So it just puts you back a turn, right? Like, that is a big weakness. Now, provided that you live, somehow, you now have access to any card in your entire deck. That's insane, right? Now, the thing that I'm thinking about is... I don't know. It's honestly just a bonus, right? This is for when they pop it in the end phase. I think it would have been nice if it said removed instead of destroyed, because a lot of end phase SP Little Knight plays going around. But if you're going second and your opponent has set up a big board and you set 5 and they pop this or whatever in the end phase, then you can trigger it and reset it. Set another copy from your deck so it replaces itself. Now, the only bad thing there would be is if they negate the grave effect of this, which at that point they'd have to be like sacrificing one of their negates for this, which is and I feel like maybe they'd have to negate this, right? Because what are they going to do? Let you have 4 live back row, potentially? Because the moment they activate a monster effect, they know that this first effect is coming. So they can't let you set another one. It really puts your opponent in a a bad situation. Anyway, I love this card. I think it's absolutely incredible. This is, like, I'm telling you, the best trap card printed for years. This is the best support card for trap decks, maybe ever. I'm not kidding. It is that good. This card is game-changing for trap decks. Now, that's a big, what's the word? A big caveat, because there isn't a lot of good trap decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! But I think this is unbelievably strong. Rollback is the best trap support. I feel like rollback has been used more as a combo card than actual, like, trap card, if you know what I'm saying. But, you know. Better than Dominus Impulse? Dominus Impulse isn't a trap card, okay? Let's be real. In the context of how you play Yu-Gi-Oh!, like, Dominus Impulse is not used as a trap. It's used as a hand trap, okay? Which is, you know, a whole ass different, you know, category of cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, it is technically a trap card, in the same way that Evenly is a trap card, right? But that's not how they're used. You know what I'm saying? That's racist. No, it's actually not racist, because I don't see color. All right? If you want to activate your trap card from the hand, that's fine. I don't judge, okay? Thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.